Kitchener man alleged to have shot someone back in August was granted bail earlier this month. His lawyer argued he's a first-time offender and must be presumed innocent until proven otherwise. The Crown told the court releasing him puts the community at risk, noting the growing calls for bail reform when people are charged in violent crimes. CTV's Krista Simpson reports.
It was August 13th when police were called to a Kitchener motel for reports of a shooting. One person was taken to hospital with a gunshot wound to the leg. Two men in their 20s were quickly arrested and charged with, among other things, assault with a weapon and aggravated assault. One of the men, Alex Andy, was in court earlier this month for a bail hearing. Unlike many bail hearings, this one was not subject to a publication ban. And while the accused is presumed innocent until proven otherwise, court heard the allegations are serious. Crown prosecutor Jonathan Jank played video for the court that he says shows Andy firing the gun, fleeing the scene in a taxi cab, and then being arrested with the handgun next to him. Jank also told court a later search of the Kitchener apartment Andy rented uncovered nearly 600 grams of fentanyl in a kitchen cabinet above the refrigerator, as well as nearly 200 grams of cocaine, other drugs, cash, a scale, and a bullet. Strong signs, the Crown says, of drug trafficking. Jank argued bail should be denied, telling Justice of the Peace Eli Fox the consequence of Mr. Andy being released in the community and reoffending is someone is killed, while also noting the growing calls in the community to deny bail for people charged with violent crimes, saying if Mr. Andy committed these offenses with this evidence that we have was to be released, they would be beyond offended. They'd be terrified in their community. Andy's lawyer, Daisy Bygrave, argued he has no prior criminal record, noting he is a black man, the child of immigrants, and is considered a member of a vulnerable population. Bygrave presenting a bail plan that includes the mother of his young child as the primary surety and her mother as a second surety. Both described the trust they have that Andy will not break the bail conditions, describing him as good-hearted, a family man, and unproblematic, and promising to report any breaches of the bail conditions to police, the pair putting up a total of $11,000. Bygrave said the Crown's case may be strong, but is not airtight, and there are still many questions about what happened that day. There's no evidence that he actually had a firearm when he entered that hotel. So what happened in the hotel? Whose firearm is it? Justice of the Peace Fox ultimately granting bail, saying the purpose of the bail hearing today is about risk management pending a trial, and the court has to take into consideration the allegations, the strength of the Crown's case, your background, the lack of your record that you come before the court with, as well as the proposed plan of release, calling the bail plan presented to court strict. Among the conditions, Andy cannot leave the Waterloo apartment where he will live with his ex-girlfriend except for medical emergencies or unless he is in the direct presence of one of his two sureties. He will also have to wear a GPS ankle monitor. Andy's case is due back in court November 6th. Krista Simpson, CTV News, Kitchener.